This tutorial is on how to submit tender using BuildSpace Pro. First, log in to client's eProject system. Open projects that is at calling tender stage. Go to Documents. Select Tender Documents. Here you can download any relevant documents for your reference. Now go to BQ folder and click Open. Then click the eBQ file to download the BQ. Next, log in to your BuildSpace Pro system. Single-click the BuildSpace logo and select Tendering. Click Import Tender Project. Click Select eBQ file. Then select the downloaded eBQ file. Click Import. The project will appear in the first row of the list. To view the BQ, double-click the project. First, you will only see the bill summary. To view the bill elements, double-click any of the bill. Here will be the list of all elements. To view items, double-click any of the elements. Here is where you will key in the tender rates. You can manually key in the rates. Single-click, press Enter, key in rates, and press Enter again to save. Single-click. Press Enter. Key in rates. And press Enter again to save. You can also prepare built-up rate manually. Double-click at the rate column. Click Resources category. Then select resources to include in this built-up rate. To key in the description, single-click, press Enter, key in description, and press Enter again to save. To select unit, single-click. Press Enter. Single-click again and select unit of measurement. And press Enter to save. Next is to key in the quantity. And rate. You can also key in the wastage percentage in the calculation. Next is labor. The steps is similar. Single-click. Press Enter. Key in the description. And press Enter again to save. Once completed, you can see the cost for each resources because the system already separated it to have a better detailed viewing. You can also add profit for your final cost if you want to. As a reminder, if you add profit to this built-up cost, the markup function in the system cannot be applied. Back to item level. You will notice that the rate will appear in blue color. This means that this rate have a built-up rate. Let's say if you already prepare built-up rates in your library, you can use the import rate function. Go to Project Breakdown. Click Import Rate. Here you will see two sections. The top will be your costing library and bottom is your BQ. As an example, double-click any of the bill until your item level. Let's say you want to import rate for VRC grade 15 items and VRC grade 30 items. Now go to the build-up rate you have prepared. Click at the checkbox for the selected BQ items. Then select the build-up rate and click Import. Repeat the same steps for other BQ items. Import rate will appear in green color. Let's say you already finalize with the import rates, click back to tendering. Assuming that there are changes in material price for concrete grade 15 and 30. You can also update the material price based on the import rates you use. First, go to Project Analyzer and select Resources Analysis. Since you used the import rates, the system can come out the total cost of labor, material and plant use for this tender. Double-click Materials. Double-click Ready Mix Concrete. To update the materials, just make changes at the rate columns. As an example, update the material rate for VRC grade 15 to 300. And grade 30 to 450. If you have any wastage, you can apply at the wastage column. Double-click the material. You can see that all items with concrete grade 15 materials have been updated with the latest price. This will also be applied for material concrete grade 30 we have updated. Now click back to tendering. Since you updated the new material price, the system needs to recalculate the overall total amount. Click Recalculate. Now go to the item level to double-check on the updated price for concrete grade 15. You can see that the new price has been updated for this build-up rate. Assuming that you already fill in all of the rates for this tender, you can also mark up your rates. First you need to activate the markup function. Go to Build Properties. To enable markup for elements, item, go to Action, single-click the edit icon. Then tick at the checkbox to enable. And click at the Save icon to save. Repeat the same step to activate item markup. Now back to element list. Once markup function is activated, an additional markup column will appear. You can mark up by element. If you mark up by element, all the items for this element will be applied. You can mark up by percentage or in amount. If you want to additional markup for certain items for this element, go to the item level. Here you can see all items have been applied with a 10% markup. Go to the markup column to key in additional markup. You can also mark up by trade. For example, you want to mark up all the concrete trade instead of changing it one by one. Go to Project Analyzer and select Schedule of Rate Analysis. Double-click Building Works. Double-click Concrete. Go to the markup column and key in markup percentage. Back to tendering. Next, the system need to recalculate the new overall total for this tender. Click Recalculate. Now go to the item level to view the percentage markup for concrete trades. Here you can see all trades have been applied with the new markup percentage. Once you finalize with all rates and markup, back to Project Breakdown to view the overall total for this tender. If there are addendum for this tender, you need to import addendum into the system. Before import addendum, you need to download the addendum EBQ file from the client's eProject system. Back to client's eProject system. Go to Documents and click Tender Documents. Go to Addendum and click Open. Click File to download. Back to your own eProject system. Click Import Addendum. Click Select EBQ file. Then select the downloaded addendum file. Click Import. Then open Bill with addendum item. And key in the new rates. Once you finalize with the rates, back to Project Breakdown to view the overall total. Then click Export Rates. Click Download. Now back to Client's eProject system. Click Submit Tender. Click Tender. Click Browse. Select the export rate you downloaded. Then press Enter or click at the Submit Tender Rates button. If you are allowed to propose your own date of completion, scroll down to Contractor Proposal. Then fill in the information. For the adjustment, you can either choose to key in the amount or key in the percentage. Then press Enter or click at the Update Tender button. To view the form of tender, click Print. If you have any supporting documents to attach, scroll down to Attachments. After submission, assuming that you are awarded for this project, back to BuildSpace Pro. Next is to push project to post-contract stage since you are awarded for this project. Click Push to post-contract. Go to Publish, select Use Original Rate. You can still change the rate based on the rationalized rate, then select with Not Listed Items or without Not Listed Items. Next is to fill in the project information. Contract info with an asterisk sign is compulsory to fill, and also the retention section. Then click Save. Next, click at the BuildSpace logo. Go to Post-Contract. The project will appear in the first row of the project listing and the status is now at Post-Contract. Double-click to access the project. At this stage you can still view the project details. To update claim, go to Claim Certificate. Click Activate Claim Certificate. Next is to fill in the claim certificate information. Here you can re-edit the claim certificate information. The most important part is to fill in the person in charge of preparing this certificate. Then click Save. Now the status of this claim is in progress. You can proceed by updating the claim. First, go to Project Breakdown. Double-click any bill. Here you can reset your unit name if you want to. Claims can be updated by percentage and amount. You can update progress at element level. The amount claim will be applied to all items for that element. Double-click to go to item level. Here you can update claim by percentage, quantity or amount. If you update the percentage, the system will auto-calculate the total quantity and total amount. This applies to quantity and amount also. If you want to check the overall claim, back to Project Breakdown. Click Reload. The summary will show the up-to-date percentage and amount claimed. If you have any variation order, double-click Variation Order. Key in the VO description. Double-click VO1. You can manually key in your new VO here. You can key in the VO budget first as a reference. Then here you key in the final rate and quantity. If there are items to be omitted from the BQ, click Omit from Bills. Then select the item you want to omit. Tick at the checkbox for the selected item and click Import. If there are changes of quantity, key in at the additional column for the new quantity. If there are no changes, leave it empty. Once you finalize with the VO, back to Variation Order. Here you can view the summary of VOs. If you have any attachments to include, click at the Upload button. Click Upload. Once finalize, go to Status, single-click, press Enter, change from pending to approved, and press Enter again to save. Now the status is approved. Back to project breakdown. Click Reload. You can also update your VO claim. But make sure that this progress claim status is still in progress. Double-click variation order. Double-click VO1. Click Claim Revision. Click Add New Claim. Click Yes. Back to variation order. Double-click VO1. Scroll to right and update at current claim. Back to claim revision. Change the status from in progress to locked. Note that once VO is locked you can't edit the claim unless you issue another VO claim. Back to project breakdown to view the overall amount claim. Click Reload. To view the claim details, go to Claim Certificates. Select Claim Certificate Print Info. Click Print to preview certificate. Here you view all the claim details. If there are no changes, you can approve this cert. Back to BuildSpace Pro. Click Claim Certificate Information. Here you can approve or reject this claim. If reject, you need to activate Claim Certificate again. Here you can add remarks when approve or reject. Once approve at Claim Certificate list will show claim status has been approved.